Welcome to the Senior Discount with Ryan, Mackenzie, and Chandler.
You ready, champ?
I've been ready for this my whole life.
Are you ready, kids?
I'm ready!
Welcome to the Senior Discount, and today we have a special episode for you. We have Mr. Nathan Kentwood joining us today for an Office edition. Every single segment will be Office, starting off with best cold opens, what characters we are, and after that, finally, best one-liners from the show. Stay tuned the entire time. It's going to be great. We're going to start straight off with the cold opens. This segment of cold opens is brought to you by Meyer Books and Tax Services. Shout out the Troy's dad.
We should have started the episode or the show with a cold open. I don't know how we would have done it, but we should have.
We're so stupid we didn't think of that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too late now.
Oh well.
And play the theme song. There's your cold open right there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, how did you guys not play the Office theme song to start the show?
All right. You know what? We didn't think about
Do we
it.
need to read? Do we need to start out? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
All right. Best cold opens. Mac, let's hear
Okay.
yours first.
Number one, the favorite cold open is like the identity theft, like cold open, where Jim just walks in and he's acting like Dwight. And he has the glasses on and he has the yellow shirt on, like everything. He looks exactly like Dwight. And then when Dwight like talks about, you know what, Jim, identity theft is the greatest form of flattery. And then all of a sudden he freaks out and he's like, identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Millions of families suffer every year. And then he calls on Michael and then he's like,
Michael!
Oh, that's funny. Michael! I love Dwight. He's
I
so
think
funny.
that cold open provided one of the greatest lines in the entire show, which is Bears beats Battlestar
Yeah.
Galactica. Like that is
it's
top
that's a
five
classic.
one line of all
Like,
time.
put
It's
that
like-
on a shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
People put it on shirts all the
Good
time.
news. People have done that.
Yes.
I'm almost certain.
Ryan doesn't have a shirt because
No, I do not have a.
Well, we're all in shirts.
Yeah,
but not
I'm
Ryan.
sorry. I'm not cool like
Ryan
y'all.
shirtless.
Ryan is wearing a shirt. But actually,
Okay.
a very nice sweater.
Yeah, it's a nice sweater.
How very Andy of you.
All right. Well, I guess we don't have that clip.
We do. You want me to play it?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
If you want
this is
to
the
play
cold
it.
open.
Ryan, you have one job.
Question.
Question.
What kind of bear is best?
That's a ridiculous question.
False. Black bear.
Well, that's debatable. There are basically two schools of thought.
Fact. Bears eat beets.
Oh.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Bears do not. What is going on? What are you doing?
Last week, I was in a drugstore and I saw these glasses, $4. And it only cost me $7 to recreate the rest of the ensemble, and that's a grand total of $11.
You know what? Imitation is the most sincere form of flattery, so I thank you. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Millions of families suffer every year. Michael! Oh, that's funny. Michael!
I think it's so funny how I'm just watching y'all and everyone's wording along.
Oh yeah,
to, like,
we
the
all know
actual-
exactly how it goes.
Maybe my favorite part of the entire show, and we couldn't do it because it's not the open, but the end of the show, whenever Dwight comes in as Jim,
Jim
That's
Halpert.
funny.
that's probably my favorite, other than my cold open that I'm about to talk about, that's probably my favorite 30 seconds of the entire show, because when he says, ooh, little comment, like, I've never laughed so hard at a show other than when he said that.
It's funny because, yeah, he looks directly at the camera like Jim always does
Mm-hmm.
and says, ooh, little comment.
What are you talking about? Your boyfriend, Jim Halpert.
And his hair slicked down
So,
and everything.
I think that was the moment when I realized, like, how freaking talented Rainn Wilson was.
Rainn Wilson is absolute legend.
Well, you
Oh,
kind of like,
absolutely.
you kind of almost assume like Dwight is Rainn Wilson, and then you realize his real persona in real life is completely different than Dwight. And whenever he did that, I was like, Rainn Wilson is just like a legendary actor that he can somehow make Dwight come to life and then also be able to do that too.
What's that? What's that, like, typecast? Is that the word where you're just pretty much, whatever,
Where you
like,
play, like,
person
one
you
Like
role.
Kevin
Yeah.
Spacey is always typecast as
Yeah,
somebody.
as-
And,
Or like,
yeah.
but you know,
Creep.
what is it called? Like, oh, let's say, okay, so like Rainn Wilson played Dwight for so long. If he tried to do another movie, like
Yeah.
everyone just
Yeah.
saw him as like Dwight. But yeah, I
See,
feel like
you
that's
know-
what happened to him.
What's
that
it
happened to
called?
Michael Scott.
Yeah, John
It's-
Krasinski tries to do other
everyone
stuff,
on
but
The
it's like
Office.
He did John Ryan though. That was like
Yeah,
Jack
I've
Ryan,
seen-
yeah, Jack
awesome.
Ryan was
that
good.
I've
crazy.
seen clips
Jack
of it, and I'm
Ryan, I
like-
said
Yeah.
John Ryan.
John
yeah.
Ryan.
I'm
Jack
like,
Ryan was
Jim
good.
why is Jim from The Office a secret agent? Like that's
it was
all I
really
can think.
good, yeah.
Was it?
No, I think Creed could never do anything ever again.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely
like, dude,
not.
There's Creed. Now, I will say one thing. Did y'all ever see the movie Juno?
Who's in that?
Maybe.
It's
that
I
about
can't.
Alaska?
It has Michael Cera in it, and he gets a girl pregnant. Anyways, Dwight's in it. He's a clerk at like a gas station.
See, you
He's
just
in
said
it-
Dwight. You didn't even say his
I know,
name.
but like he's in it for like 30 seconds, and the whole time I'm like, dude, that's Dwight. It's so weird. My favorite. Can we go to mine? Because I want to
Yeah.
just. It's,
Yeah, you didn't write it down for me.
it's
but-
okay. My favorite is Kevin's famous chili because
Legend.
I know. Listen, this is a very audio medium, but the visuals of Kevin like talking over him,
So
spilling the
calming.
chili everywhere
Like
makes it.
trying to scrape it up onto.
Do we have the clip of it?
I think we do.
Oh, we got.
We'll
My
fix it in
favorite
post.
part of the whole clip is that he's talking so calm. He's like, "I cut my own onions and tomatoes. The trick is to undercook the onions
So they
so
get to know
everybody
each
gets
other
to
in
know
the
each other
pot."
in the pot." It's probably the
He's
thing
like-
I do best. And then he like fall. Oh my god, that's my best. That's the best cold open.
It's so funny, but I always feel bad for him.
I do too.
No.
100%. That's the whole bit of the
Yeah.
of the cold open.
That's
Is that
just-
it's supposed to be like tragically sad that he just spilled this chili that he worked so
But
hard.
my
on.
thing is
Yeah.
like Kevin. Every time I watch something, I'm just like my face. I'm just like I don't like him. Like I don't find him funny. I'm like you're just dumb. I
I'm
don't
sorry
like
for
him.
your loss because Kevin's
Yeah.
awesome.
He's
Kevin's
not.
awesome.
Kevin's great. Kevin's hilarious.
Never be a caricature, Kevin. Never a caricature.
So, okay. Y'all, one of my favorite cold opens, I gotta say, I'm just gonna play it because it's a classic.
This is going to be a very good year. Very good. Jane is at home. Jim is back. My protege Ryan is at corporate. Good stuff. Andy and Dwight are rocking the sales team. I feel very blessed.
Just the audio of it cracks me up.
when he hits her.
Yes, he hits Meredith.
That is funny.
It's awesome.
And he's talking about like how great of a day
gonna-
he's having, and,
Oh,
very
everything's coming up, Michael.
and boom.
My favorite part of the whole clip is the like gasp that he takes because he has like a split second after he hits her, and then he goes,
And he looks straight at the
Yeah.
camera like,
Oh,
oh,
man,
My
no.
favorite one's the screenshot of Meredith's like face on the car.
on the car. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's like
funny.
such a good frame. That one is a classic.
That's a great episode, all in all. Just because
yeah.
he's
That
like,
episode
I
is
think I
amazing.
think it'd be really therapeutic if you just apologized or accepted my apology in front of everybody. She's like, you hit me with your car,
Yeah.
just a little crack in her pelvis.
And another underrated aspect of the episode is Dwight's concussion.
Oh
That's-
my
Oh,
gosh.
That makes the whole
No, that's the
episode.
second
That is
episode.
so.
Never mind.
That's not
Yeah,
the same
that's the same episode.
No, that's the one where Michael
injury.
burnt his
Not
foot.
Michael Burns.
Yeah, that's
just
like
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
But
that
I
makes
think
that whole episode.
I think my favorite line from Fun Run is I have never eaten more pasta and drank less water because that's it just brings to mind such a vivid image of like that misery.
When they pull the giant check out and it says "to science" on it, that's awesome.
And they put the stuff in Toby's coffee that makes it run faster.
Oh
man.
my
Like,
gosh.
usually I have to stop and go to the bathroom, but today I'm feeling great. Fun Runs, that's an awesome episode
is.
because like
Oh,
Stanley
yeah.
and them get in a taxi and go to like
They
the
go
bar
eat.
or whatever. Yeah.
You have to
Oh,
be
I
so
love it.
creative to like I'll just watch the often. This is so funny. Like how do you come up
And
with
there's so
this?
many like little tiny details.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
the second
know.
time they're
it's
super
the
funny.
little things that make
Yeah,
it so
It's
good.
hilarious.
Andy bleeding in that episode.
Oh,
He's like, it's happening. The chafing is happening. And we don't have time
rest
to
in
talk
peace.
about it, but Andy, like, if I could ever meet the writers, I'd be like, why?
They
Why?
ruined him.
Why did you do
There's
that?
so much
to
potential
Andy?
there.
he was so bad, and then it was so better, and then he was so
And then
bad.
just- when he came back from the boat, I was like,
Yeah.
I'm
The
Hangover
very-
he
really
became
screwed
the
him over.
boss or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
Yeah,
out
it
on
was
Andy.
just-
All right, so yours was what was your cold open?
Mine was the. I have another one,
Identity
but mine
theft.
was the identity theft.
Identity
Did
theft.
you have one?
Oh yeah, Ryan took mine, but I'm gonna go with my backup. I don't even know why I make run sheets for y'all if you're not gonna write anything and just take the ideas that I write down.
All right. Okay, we get
Hey.
it.
Sorry, I had
Shade.
to go
Shade
off.
was thrown.
Okay, I
You
wasn't.
wrote your stuff.
In all fairness, I wasn't stealing it intentionally because that is legitimately like.
Are we gonna
My
play?
favorite.
Wait,
I
are
have
you
to go
gonna
last every time?
are you gonna steal the very best one then,
Probably not.
or are we
That's
just
The fire
yours.
drill's off limits.
so like? But are we gonna play it? Because like
Yeah.
it's the best one of all
It
time.
is the greatest.
Oh yeah.
All right, so
the
go
greatest
with,
thing of all time.
go with yours, and then because I feel like we decided fire drill would be number one for all of us, so we had to just kind of set it
Absolutely.
aside.
Well, as a big Jim and Dwight fan, and that one was identity theft was taken, I had to go with my second favorite cold open option, Asian Jim.
Okay, good one.
Morning, Dwight. Who are you?
Who am I? I'm Jim. We've been working together for 12 years. Weird joke, Dwight.
You're not Jim. Jim's not Asian.
You seriously never noticed?
Props to you.
Hats off to you for not seeing race.
All right then, Jim. Why don't you tell me about that sale that you made yesterday?
Wellington Systems.
Wellington Systems sold them 10 cases of 24-pound letter stock. Or were you talking about Krieger Murphy? Because I didn't close that one yet. But I'm hoping I've got a voicemail from Paul Krieger waiting for me.
Please enter your password. You have one new message.
How did you? No. That is sensitive information only for employees, not outsiders.
Dwight, cut it out. I'm trying to work.
You don't work here. You're not Jim.
I got us that dinner reservation. Greco 7:30.
Oh, great. Can't wait.
Jim's at the dentist this morning, and Steve is an actor friend of ours.
I don't know who you are, but you are not Jim. This is Jim.
This is where it becomes very visual.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, dude. How did?
It's,
He
The
sounds
fact-
so terrified.
My favorite part of the entire show is the incredible lengths that Jim goes through to mess with him. Like, you had to tell the guy like what to say, give him your
Exactly.
code, go create the picture of him as in like an Asian
Yeah.
family. You had to get Pam in on it. Like, all of that together is incredible.
it's hilarious.
I didn't like. We watched it again in class the other day, preparing for this. I never even noticed he changed the kids to the Asian kids.
Yeah, you didn't.
I didn't notice
Yeah.
the kids.
He changed
Yeah.
the kids.
No way.
Yeah.
You never noticed that?
I've
Yeah, in
never
the
noticed that he
picture,
changes
it's
the kids.
Jim and it's the Asian Jim and Pam, and then their kids are Asian also.
Yeah,
Really?
I didn't notice that until I
Yeah.
watched it that time.
That's great stuff.
Oh.
Great. I feel like we could have probably done like 50 of these, but
Oh,
But my
I mean,
other
yeah.
one is like, okay, it's like Season's Greetings. That's the name of the episode. And it's the fancy Christmas, and the cold opening is when they try and get the jumping picture.
Oh, that's so
And
good.
Michael's like, we didn't get it. And then he's like, who's not jumping? And Dwight goes, I can tell you, Phyllis, Stanley, Aaron. I'm like, oh, it's so funny.
Phyllis is like, I am jumping. He's like, let me see you jump. And she goes like
Yeah.
half an inch off the
No,
ground.
she just gets her toe, like her heels on the ground. She didn't even
And he's
This
like,
isn't
it's
one- this
military
isn't one of those
grade,
famous
yeah.
military grade cameras that could even get that.
And then
Oh
Aaron
my
goes, I don't want
gosh.
to. Why are you jumping on 3? I don't want to miss it.
And then and then he's like, okay, everyone jump on 3. And then the guy counts 3,
Nate-
2,
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
We didn't get it.
Oh,
We
yeah.
didn't get it.
That's hilarious.
It's
Alright.
so good.
Do we want to do fire drill?
I feel like we can't talk about cold opens.
How
without
long
bringing
is?
up-
Because so my question
a
about
4 or
that
5
is,
minute scene.
it's super long.
We just
They
played
had
the
to have done it
beginning.
in one take.
that can't have been like multiple
my.
takes?
That take, and then the one where they do the lip dub.
Yeah.
Those two together, they had to have done them in one take.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
they-
yeah, I imagine.
Like, why is?
I don't know.
I had a joke, but I can't say it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know what he was gonna say.
Yep.
Uh,
Can I say that?
were you gonna say that's what she said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I mean,
fine.
I feel like that's probably okay.
Well, that would have been really funny then.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's what she said.
I feel like they just did a lot of damage to the office.
Oh, there's so much
Like
destruction that they
ceiling
can't have done
tiles
that
and the
multiple
window
times.
and the vending machine. Like, they did so much damage. Kevin
The-
busting the vending machine. That might be my
Awesome.
favorite part of the entire thing.
Oh, it's
when Michael
incredible.
like
favorite
was like,
part's the
stay
cat go
calm,
through the
stay
ceiling.
freaking calm. Oh my gosh,
Save
so funny.
Bandit! The fire's shooting at us!
Dwight.
Everything about that is amazing.
Stay calm. Now, what are our procedures?
A damp rag. A damp rag, perhaps.
Remember your exit routes.
Baraki's president.
You are
You
Black
cannot
America's
die.
president.
I think that was the thing that made that amazing is that it's super funny all the way to the end, and then you think it's over, and then Michael
then it-
delivers like the
Yeah,
best
you think
line
it's
of
gonna
the
get
entire
serious,
thing.
like he's like having a heart attack, and
Yeah.
then Michael just.
He's trying to like shove his wallet in his mouth so he doesn't swallow his tongue.
So
I don't think you
good.
do that for this.
Oh my gosh.
I think those
So
might
good.
be my 2 favorite episodes of the entire.
My favorite one's the last one,
the last episode's your favorite?
just because it wraps it up. But
I don't.
I mean, I'll
probably
give
not my
you
favorite
that.
individual one, but I like how it wraps it
I
up.
really like the one where Dwight throws up on the car and he has a concussion,
That
and
was
Michael's all
awesome.
jealous, and he's like, "What's more important, a head injury or a foot injury?" And he's like,
And he
"Definitely
tries
a
to
head
put his
injury."
foot inside the CTE scan or whatever it is.
Yeah.
He goes when he's sitting in the waiting room and he was like reason for going to hospital and he scratches it out. He's like, "You wrote to bring someone here, didn't you?" He's like, "Yeah, I did." When he's sitting in the office and he's like, "Is the red skin or is the skin red?" And what does he say? pussy or something like that. He's
And then
like,
Dwight goes, "That's what
that's,
she
it.
said."
That's my joke.
Damn
You
it,
stole
Dwight,
my
that's
joke."
my joke. And the doctor laughs with him.
That's a great, but stress relief part 1 and part 2
Yeah.
because then when
Awesome.
they come in and do the dummy,
The
That's one of
CPR.
That
Oh
was
my
when Dwight cuts out the
And then they're
face.
saying "Staying Alive" in the middle of it, and the
my
lady's like,
gosh.
then Creed
It-
says,
he's not
Creed has
singing
his best
"Staying
line
Alive."
ever.
Oh my
I
gosh.
saw you in the parking lot
That's
earlier.
how I
That's
know
where
you.
I know you. And then Kelly gets up and she's like dancing and stuff.
Dwight's like,
They don't
harvest
know
his
the words,
organs.
that was a
He
They don't know
cuts
the words.
them.
They're like, "Come on,
I was petrified."
Staying alive.
And he started, yeah, they start off at the
Yeah.
beginning, and she's like, no.
Not even the same
And
song.
then Kevin goes, "Pull the plug." Call it.
I call it.
Is that the end of the episode where Dwight has to come back in and apologize? And he's like, I state my regret. He's like,
Yeah.
for
For,
like,
like,
couldn't have
ruining
memorized
the
that. He's
dummy?
like, I could not memorize it because I did not
yeah,
feel it.
yeah.
Yeah. What's?
And they go to New York twice for Dwight's action.
I can't even like do the noise Dwight does with the mask on. Yeah, it's so.
It's like the what movie was
Hello,
that?
Clarice. It's
Yes.
from
Yeah.
it's from Silence of the Lambs.
Yes.
Okay.
It's,
Dwight's awesome.
You cut the face off the dummy. It was like $3,200.
Oh man.
Now I know I'm not
it's-
supposed to do that.